Hey guys, how are you doing? How's it going, guys? Today is a special day. I have a couple of videos lined up for you guys. The first one that I'm going to do today is what is a lookalike audience? I mean, that's something which a lot of people are struggling at right now. They're not even creating it, some of them, and some of them, if they are creating it, they don't know how to use it. So in this video, I'm going to explain you what is a lookalike audience on your Facebook ad account and how do you really use this Facebook ad account. I mean, how do you really use a lookalike audience? Yeah. So so let's get started. And before I get started, I just want to let you know that I'm in a drill right now to record on a daily basis at least 2 to 3 videos every day. So if you guys want to catch me live, or if you want to catch me to the videos that I'm posting on a daily basis, then I suggest you follow my page, which is Meher Patel, and you guys can keep getting all the posts that all the videos that I'm posting at this moment, and you can start taking advantage of those videos that I'm posting. So let's understand what is a lookalike audience. Now, typically, when you're targeting your audience on Facebook, you create your first audience, which is your interest, or maybe from a demographic that you want to target, and for that matter, in the age and in the behavior of the audience as well. Now, when you target these people, you obviously start getting people engaging with your post. So you may have like 100 impressions, but you may have like 80 people reaching you. Out of the 80 people reach you, you may have like almost like 30 people who engage with your post more often, and you may have like 20 people who come on your landing page. So how do you really find more of such audience who engages with your content without going back to Facebook and asking them about finding more interest, more demographic, more behavior, and stuff like that? The simple way to do this is to identify which of these audiences, from the people who got your who got impression for you, for the people who you reached, for the people who saw your video for the 25% of the time, 25% of your video, for the people who landed on your website, or from the people who landed on your website and spent more than a minute on your website. So out of these set of people, which are the ideal people that you want to have more of it? Now that's the time that you decide that instead of you going and asking Facebook for more interest, more demographic, more behavior, you can just take one of these base audience, take them as a base audience, and create more of such people from Facebook. So what Facebook does is Facebook will ask you for the base audience, the kind of audience that you want more of. All right. So the kind of audience that you want more of. So say, for instance, you will say that I want more of the people, more of the kind of people who came on my page and spent 1 minute on my website. So what's Facebook going to do is, because Facebook knows so much of everybody who is on Facebook, now the 20 people who went on your website and spent a minute, Facebook knows what sort of food they eat, what sort of restaurants they go, what sort of videos they watch, what is their age, and everything. Maybe like 52,000 metrics and measures and characteristics of every person is what Facebook knows. So what is it going to do is, it's going to go and take that as a base audience and going to create like a millions of people for you out of that. That's like crazy. You don't really need to go back and find more of interest, demographic, and behavior, because Facebook has done that for you. Then when you create a lookalike audience, do not go into your ad set and add any more age and demographic and all of those things, because Facebook has already done it for you. Keep it open, keep it broad. All right. So that's how you will be able to listen to what Facebook's algorithm has done for you and just let it go. Yeah, let it go. So let's understand, how do you really do this? Yeah. So let me take you into my Facebook ad account right now. Now, let's say, for instance, I go to my Facebook ad account, and here it is. Now, let's understand that I want to create lookalike audience of the people who has liked my page. All right. Now, when I say that I want Facebook to find me more of the people who has liked my page, first I need to have audience of the people who have liked my page, because unless you don't have the base audience, you can't really expect Facebook to find you more of those audience. All right. So the first thing is to create a custom audience. And from the custom audience, Facebook is going to find you lookalike audience. All right. So let's just go here and go to any of your ad account. Now I'm going to go into my ad account and I'm going to go to my audience. I'm going to click here. I'm sorry, my internet speed is a bit slow today for whatever reason. And I click here. Guys, this is a crazy stuff. I mean, if you start using this technique, and if you start using these audience, you will not have to go and find more of interest audience anymore. Yeah, because this is like supersonic what Facebook can offer you. I mean, this is something which even Google can do it for you. For in Google, it is called similar audience. Yeah, even LinkedIn does it for you. Even for that matter, you could do this on TikTok, or you can also do this on Quora. So you can do it for in most of these platforms, which are advertising platforms. So, so don't forget about these opportunity which these platforms offer you, which is about similar audience, lookalike audience, and stuff like that. Yeah, because they know better than you know. Yeah, if you have identified that certain set of audience responds to your ads much better, then let the algorithms of those platforms find those people for you instead of you going and fetching them out every time. Yeah, so this is my official page account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to custom audience, and I'm going to create audience of the people who have visited my or has probably seen my video, which I posted yesterday. So I go here and I click on custom audience and I go to videos, and I want to now find people who came on my page and who watched at least 50% of my video. I mean, nothing less, because I want to find like super engaging audience for myself. Yeah. So I go here and I choose my page. I mean, you could already do this from your page, guys. Yeah. So you could see that this is one of my video that I created, how to create custom audience. And I had like 1,400 people watch 3 seconds of this video. But in this custom audience that I'm creating people who have watched both of these videos of mine, and they have watched at least 50% of this video. And trust me, this video is for 12 minutes. You could see that. And this video is for 15 minutes. So if a person has watched 50% of this video, is typically this guy has watched 6 minutes and this guy's watched 7.5 minutes. So it's like super core audience for me. And I can choose 365 days. I could choose last 30 days and stuff like that. I can do whatever I want, how many of a number of days. What I typically do is I make sure that I have a standard way of labeling my audience. So what I do is I'll say 365 days and watched. And I always make sure that the order in which I write my my audience is similar, so that when I sort it or when I want to see them, I can just type one of the keywords of the label and I can find that, watch 50% of my daily videos. Yeah, and I'm gonna put in description 2 of my videos. Yeah. And I'm going to create audience out of them. Now I'm going to do next. And from here, I can expand my audience, or I can create an ad using this audience, but I don't want to do that anymore right now at this moment. So this is how I have created a custom audience out of the people who have engaged with me. Now, what I do is that I take this audience, okay, I click here and I click here. And then I say create lookalike audience. Now, this is exactly how you create your lookalike audience, guys. Now, one of the things that lookalike audience is that they automatically get updated for you. So say, for instance, in these videos that I created audience for, these videos have been created yesterday, and I already had like 1,400 people watch that video and plus. And when Facebook is creating lookalike audience right now at this moment, he has certain characteristics which are common across those 1,400 people. So what is it going to do? Today, he's going to create audience out of those 1,400 people common characteristics. Today and tomorrow, if I have more people going on and watching the video, 50% of it, it's going to find and revise my characteristics of the audience which are there in that lookalike base. So this is how it's going to go. It's only going to go on revising, automatically updating the characteristics of the audience which are there inside. So you don't have to keep going and changing your audience. All right. So here it is. What I typically do is I create 6 set of these audiences. All right, because the number of lookalike audience depends on 0 to 1%, 1 to 2%. So 0 to 1 is the closest people who have the maximum common characteristics. The further you go, the looser and the less common characteristics are there. So how I do this is typically I want to capture all of them. I want to make sure that, because from 0% to 10%, they all have something common to the people that has watched my video. So I don't want to let go any of them. All right. So what I'm going to do is what I do is I drag this and I put this here. All right. And I drag the other one and I take 2 sets, and I drag this and I take 2 sets. And I drag this and I take 2 sets. So what I'm going to do is when I create any ads, I'm going to create an ad with an ad sets from 0 to 1%, from 1 to 2%, and then 2 to 4%, and then 4 to 6%, and 6 to 8, and 8 to 10%. So this is how I do when I create any ad set where I don't want to use interest targeting and I want to do lookalike or targeting. Then I create a campaign, and in that campaign, I only keep this 6 ad sets, with each ad sets having one of these lookalike audience. All right. So once I do that, I need to choose the region. Obviously, you're going to choose the region as, they only do it at the country level, but that doesn't mean that when you're running the ads, you have to run it only at the country level. You can choose the location. You can say it is only Delhi. You can say it is Bangalore. You can say it is Mumbai. So out of the entire set of lookalike audience, it is only going to target the set of location for you. All right. But the age, you don't really need to do anything because Facebook has identified the age for you. And then you create lookalike audience. So this is how you create your lookalike audience, guys. And I would like you to start using lookalike audience after you have got your first set of interest, behavior, and your demographic audience. And if they have performed to certain level of activity on your website, and if you're satisfied with that, with the number of audience, typically it should have at least 100, 200, 300 audience before you could create a lookalike audience. The more it is, the better it is, because Facebook will get more commonality between those people who have watched your videos, and it will give you the right set of lookalike audience. And obviously, more and more people will keep watching that video. The more and more commonality will keep coming in, and you'll be able to automatically refresh your lookalike audience. All right, guys. So I hope this video is going to make value to you. If you want such videos, please write to me. If you have any questions regarding your lookalike audience, give me a shout. I'll be happy to answer those questions to you. I want you to start sharing these videos with the friends and the people whom you think this is going to be valued. The more people you start sharing it, I'm going to personally send you a thank you message for sharing my videos, because I'm going to love you for doing that for me. All right. So make sure that the way I am here to share my knowledge to you, you should be there to share this knowledge to the people whom you think is going to value. All right. You can just post this on your timeline. You can post this in the groups, or wherever you think it's going to be valued. You share this and make sure that more and more people starts engaging, and more and more people starts getting value out of these videos that I'm sharing. All right. So thanks a lot. Have a great day, and love you for staying in touch, and best of luck.